Hello students, welcome to the class. We will continue our discussion on the current electricity, and in fact we will be starting our discussion with the cell and battery. You all have the idea. Let us discuss about the cell, then we will talk about the combination of cell, why the combination of cell is required, series and parallel combination of cell, then mixed combination of cell, and then why it is required and how it is useful and when we have to use it, because in the complicated circuit we will have to apply the Kirchhoff's law. But if you will using the concept of series and parallel combination of cells, it will make your question very easy and it will help you in doing the question in very less time. So cell. You all know that cell converts the chemical energy into electrical energy. Here is a cell. This device is your cell. This is higher potential, this is lower potential, this is current, this is internal resistance R, this is external resistance or load resistance R, and the current I is going. Now the battery has the EMF E. So E is equals to potential drop across the resistor IR plus potential drop across the internal resistor. This is your cell. So plus IR. R is your internal resistance. This is your internal resistance of the cell or battery. So what I would like to tell you, here we can get E is equals to I R plus R. So current I is equals to E by R plus R. This is a very useful formula that you should remember. Very helpful in solving the numericals. Also, E is equals to IB plus IR. So B is equals to E minus IR. Here B is your terminal potential difference when you are drawing the current from the cell. In case of open cell, here you see, suppose I am taking this cell. This is the open cell ER. Then the value of potential difference, terminal potential difference, is equals to E. And when we are taking the current from the external source, here is the internal resistance R, E, current is going, then here you are getting the terminal potential difference. So this is the thing that you should know very carefully. This is the second formula that is of our interest. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that V is equals to IR. I we have got E by R plus R. This R is internal resistance into R. This is the third formula of our interest. And finally, we should also know the method to find the internal resistance. So from 2 you can get internal resistance IR E minus V. So R is equals to E minus V by I is equals to V by R. So it is giving you E minus V by V into R, because I is equals to V by R. Therefore internal resistance R is equals to E minus V by V into R. This is also the formula of our interest. Four things, four equations you will have to remember all the time in order to solve the problems, particularly the numerical, and clarifying the concept for building the confidence. Now, after this discussion, this internal resistance is very important. Why it is important? Because internal resistance, if we talk, the positive ion outside the cell, the positive charge goes in this way, but inside the cell the positive charge goes from negative plate to positive plate. So inside and outside the mechanism is different, and inside it is the ions and the molecules of the electrolyte that causes the internal resistance. Now, what are the factors on which internal resistance of a cell depends? If we talk about battery is the combination of cells. You understand that if there is a combination of cells, this is your battery. So in battery, different plates are there of different material, and electrolyte is there, chemical reaction takes place. So internal resistance depends upon which factor. This factor is very important for your examination point of view. So let us discuss internal resistance depends upon which factor. Internal resistance is inside the battery or the cell. So internal resistance R depends upon first, nature of electrolyte. Electrolyte, liquid conductor used in the formation of cell. Second, nature of electrode. Third, concentration of electrolyte. If the concentration of electrolyte increases, then the internal resistance decreases. Concentration increases, then R decreases. Fourth thing is there, the area of the plate, electrode, that is dipped inside the electrolyte. So area of plate dipped in electrolyte. If area is more, then internal resistance is less. And last thing is there, that is temperature. If temperature increases, then internal resistance decreases. So you might have observed in the village and the rural areas where the torch is being used, metallic torch is being used, and when it starts functioning not in a proper way, people used to take out the cell and just keep it in the sun, where it gains the heat, its temperature increases, and then it works for some time in a better way. So these are the factors on which the electrolyte, these are the factors on which the internal resistance of a cell or battery depends. Now the question arises that if we are talking about battery, general 1.5 volt battery, 1.5 volt battery gives 1/8 ampere current approximately. In our daily requirement, many times are there when we need larger amount of current and higher potential difference to be maintained, or both. So we need to do the combinations. Therefore, the combination of cells is required. So why combination of cells is required? That is why battery is required. Battery is required, combination of cells is required for fulfilling the need of higher potential difference, higher current, or sometime both. So this thing has to be kept into mind, that this is the requirement why we have to combine the cells. So we are switching towards the grouping of cells, that is combination of cells. So we should begin our discussion with the combination of cells, and in the combination of cells, first combination is series grouping of cells. Series grouping of cells. If the cells are arranged in this way, then this type of grouping, this is E1, this is E2, this is R1, this is R2, internal resistance. Then this type of grouping, positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. Positive terminal is connected with negative terminal. Then this grouping is called series grouping. If I represent this series grouping by a single cell, E equivalent and R equivalent, then here the value of E equivalent is equals to E1 plus E2 in case of two cells. If more cells are there, we will add, and R equivalent is equals to R1 plus R2. Now how this relation has come? How this relation has come? This is the question. How this relation has, in exam what you will do, you will directly use this relation, but for your understanding, better understanding and confidence, I am giving you the proof also that how it has come. So how? Let us try to understand how. In how section, basically the current is going in this way, A, and here the current is coming in this way, B. So if I apply the Kirchhoff's law, that I have discussed in the last video in the partial way, then what will be the value? See, in the direction of current in battery, we will see this plus, this minus. In battery, we will say this plus, this minus. This is the direction of current. Now I am moving from here to here. So see, if the potential here at A is VA, then VA, there is decrease in potential, so minus E1, then there is increase, so plus I is the current, IR1, again decrease is there, plus to minus, so minus E2, again increase is there, so plus IR2 is equals to VB. I have used the Kirchhoff's law. Potential of A, VA, potential is decreasing, so subtracted. Potential is increasing, so added. Again potential is decreasing, higher potential to lower potential, so subtracted. Again potential is increasing, lower potential to higher, minus to plus, lower potential to higher potential, so I2R2 plus, and this should be equals to B. So what we are getting? We are getting VA minus VB. If I say V, then it is equals to E1 plus E2 plus minus IR1 minus IR2. This is giving you V E1 plus E2 minus IR1 plus R2. Now compare our relation with the formula that I have discussed in the beginning. E is equals to V minus I, or V is equals to E equivalent minus I R equivalent. What I have discussed? I have discussed V is equals to E minus IR. This you compare. So if you compare in this way, then what we are getting, E equivalent is equals to E1 plus E2, and R equivalent is equals to R1 plus R2. This is the result that is to be given here. The same result I have given here. So this is the proof that how in series combination we are doing in this way. If there are so many cells, you can add E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4 plus E5, like so on. And in case the polarity of the cell is reversed, this will change. If suppose this polarity is changed, I will write here minus E2. So anyway, the polarity can also change. So in series combination, if the polarity change, the cell whose polarity has changed has to be written here with negative sign. Why? This will become here and this will become here. So this will be, so see here. Here only I am showing you. Here is the polarity I am changing. Here is the internal resistance. Here is the internal resistance. A, B. Here you see plus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus. Here this direction of current is there. So plus, minus. So what we will get here? We will get VA minus, decrease is there, E1, then increase is there, I current is there, plus I R1, this is R1, this is R2. Here decrease is, increase is there, so plus E2, this is E1, this is E2, and then minus to plus, decrease, minus, plus, minus to 1, plus, increase, so plus I R2 is equals to VB. And then in this relation, at the place of E2, you will be getting minus E2. So this is the way we are discussing the series combination of, series combination of cells. In series combination, E equivalent E1 plus E2 plus dot dot dot, and R equivalent R1 plus R2 plus dot dot dot. When you change the battery polarity, mind it, this value E equivalent will change, but R equivalent will not change, because R will have no effect on the direction of current. R will remain same. So R will not change, R equivalent will not change, only E equivalent will change. Now we will see the parallel grouping of cells. So parallel grouping of cells. If the cell is being arranged in this way, E1 R1, E2 R2, A, here is the point, B, then here the current I1, here the current I2, then such type of grouping of cells in which positive terminal is connected with positive terminal with a common point, and negative terminal is connected with a negative terminal with a common point, such grouping is called parallel grouping. Now in this grouping, if I want to replace it by a single cell, which is giving the current I, R equivalent, then in this case you will observe that E equivalent then E equivalent is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, and 1 by R equivalent this is the thing that we will observe in case of parallel. Now in parallel case, I is basically I1 plus I2, this is I. So in parallel case, what you will observe that E equivalent is E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, and R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now how to get command over this formula, I will discuss how this value is possible. So if the number of cell will increase, we can continue this series, and if any cell is in reverse direction, we will make there the minus sign. So here, in order to understand how this has come, what I would like to tell you, first thing I should understand, I is equals to I1 plus I2. This is the first thing I will have to understand. Then this path I am taking as first path, and this path I am taking as second path. I am applying the Kirchhoff's law in first path. So first path, A point is here. In this path I am applying the Kirchhoff's law in this path. In this path. So see, VA plus to minus, that means decrease is there, minus E1. Current has this direction, so this is plus, this is minus, so increase, that is plus I1 R1 is equals to VB. So VA minus VB, that is V is equals to E1 minus I1 R1. Can we write in this way? So I1 is equals to, we can take the value of I1. I1 is equals to E1 minus V by R1. I1 is equals to E1 minus V by R1. Take it as similarly, or we can derive also. You go in this path, you go in this path. In this path, this will be plus, this will be minus. So go in this path. VA minus E2 increases there, plus I2 R2 is equals to VB. This implies VA minus VB is equals to V is equals to E2 minus I2 R2. So E2 minus I2 R2. So I2 is how much? I2 should be equals to E2 minus V by R2. So looking at this also, you can write I2 is equals to E2 minus V by R2. Now the question arises, I is equals to I1 plus I2. that is E1 minus V by R1 plus E2 minus V by R2. We are getting? So it is your E1 by R1 minus V by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V by R2. So this is giving you E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 minus V 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So if I take to this side, V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus I. So V is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 minus I by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now you see, I am using this space of the board. Now you see V is equals to, now compare, take it as this equation with V is equals to E equivalent minus I R equivalent. So what we are getting, E equivalent is equals to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is the result that we have derived, that we have discussed here. This is the result. Now second, R equivalent. R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This implies 1 by R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. See, this is the result. In this way, in parallel combination, we have derived the result that E equivalent is given by, in case of two battery, E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, and 1 by R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. If the polarity is reversed, naturally the sign of E1 or E2, whatever cell has polarity reversed, that will change, but the value of R equivalent will not change. This thing you have to keep in mind. Directly remember this thing, and this for your confidence and for your feeling that you should feel this formula. I have given this proof, sir, so that you should feel this formula, that how E equivalent is this and how R equivalent is this. So I hope that with this series and parallel combination of cells you have understood and you have felt it, that how the result is coming, and it will be very useful if you will be using directly while solving the questions, directly the formula. It will remove the complexity of the Kirchhoff's law, though I have used Kirchhoff's law here also. Now we will discuss that in series combination, what is the condition for maximum current through external resistor. condition for maximum current. Suppose there are n cells connected in series and we want to find the condition that under what condition the current will be maximum through this resistor. In this situation, total, this cell has E, R, E, R. Identical cells are there. All cells are identical. So total EMF in circuit is equals to n cells are there, E plus E plus E plus dot dot n times. So it is your NE, total EMF. Total internal resistance that is equals to R n times total resistance of circuit NR plus R. So current total EMF is less than R. R is less than R, then we will neglect the R. So total current will be I. Current will be given by one cell. And if R is greater than R, I is equals to, we will neglect NR, N one cell. Now see, so if R is greater than NR, then we are getting N times the current given by one cell. So in series connection, so what is our result? So in series connection, the external resistance should have a very large value in comparison to the total internal resistance of the cell. Then we will get the maximum current. This is the condition that we have to understand. Basically, why we are doing this series combination of cells? We are doing the series combination of cells in order to get the desired value of potential difference. Wherever we want the higher level of potential difference, then we combine the cell in series. So this is our result. That in series combination, if identical cells are there, then the external resistance should have very large value in comparison to the internal resistance of the cells to get maximum current through the external resistance, load resistance. This is the condition. Now condition for maximum current in parallel connection. So in parallel connection, I am taking here you should understand that n number of identical cells are connected in parallel through the external resistance R, and I want the condition that under what condition the current will be maximum through the resistor. So in this situation, the total EMF of the circuit, if I am writing this is the way I am writing the total EMF of the circuit. So it is your NE by R by N by R. So it is giving you E. That means in this parallel connection, if n identical cells are connected, then the potential difference does not increases. It remains equal to the EMF of one cell. This is the first thing you should understand. Then if we talk about the R equivalent, 1 by R equivalent so R equivalent is equals to R by N. So total resistance in the circuit, R by N plus R. So if we want the current, I is equals to total EMF by total resistance, that is E by N R plus NR, NR plus NR. Now you see, if R is greater than R, that means NR is this implies NR is greater than R. Then we will neglect this thing, and what we are getting, I is equals to NE by NR. So NN will cancel, E by R, that is current given by one cell. On the other hand, if R is less than if R is less than R, that is NR is less than R, then I is equals to, this can be neglected, this will be neglected because R is less, so it is less, and when it is less, it will be neglected. What we are getting? So what we observe, that current n times it is increased, n times the current given by one cell. So what is our result? In series grouping, the value of R should be very large in comparison to the total internal resistance of the circuit, and in parallel grouping the value of R should be very small, for getting the maximum current. In series grouping the value of external resistance should be very large in compared to the all internal resistance, whereas in parallel grouping the value of external resistance should be very small to get maximum current through the circuit, through the external load. So this is the series grouping and parallel grouping condition for getting the maximum current. Now we will see the mixed grouping of the cells. And in each row n number of cells are there, and there are m rows. So total number of cell is what? Total number of cell m into n. Total number of cell, n cell in each row, and there are m rows are there. So EMF of one row, any n cells are there, and R equivalent of one row, NR. Now total internal resistance of the circuit 1 to M. Of 1 by R equivalent M times, so it is M by NR, so R equivalent total. So we are getting R equivalent is equals to NR by M, then current I in the external resistance R is equals to total EMF NE, total resistance NR plus M plus R. Why? This is external resistance. So we are getting this is the current we are getting. This is the current we are getting. I is equals to MNE by NR plus MR. Now when this current will be maximum? Here you see I is equals to MNE by NR plus MR root whole square, and we can write in this way, plus NR plus MR root whole square, because why, what it will give? It will give NR plus MR minus root under 2 NR MR, and plus 2 NR MR will cancel. So we are getting NR plus MR. So NR plus MR, this is the value. Now you see, for I to become maximum, the denominator should be minimum, and the denominator will be minimum. This square term is positive. So when this positive term has the minimum value 0, a square positive term has the minimum value 0. So for I max, root NR minus MR NR by M. So what is this? This is your NR by M is what? NR by M is your total internal R equivalent. So external resistance must be equals to total internal resistance. That means when external resistance becomes equal to total internal resistance, then the current in the circuit external resistance is maximum. So I hope that you have understood the combination of cells, that when for in series connection, what is the condition for maximum current? In parallel combination, what is the condition for maximum current? In mixed grouping, what is the condition for maximum current? In series grouping, we have seen that external resistance should be very large. In parallel combination, we have seen external resistance should be very small, and in mixed combination we have seen that external resistance should be equal to the total internal resistance of the circuit. I hope that this discussion will help you in preparing in a better way for the examination. Have a nice day.